Like the sea meets every shore. Not an if, but it's a when. From beginning to the end, I am fire in the rain. I've been through it all before.
The future is us. As you see us seated here, we are the future of tomorrow. That's the truth. My name is Susan Awor. You are on The Life I Live. I have very beautiful kids with me here. Someone would be asking what they're doing at The Life I Live. They're first telling me their names. After their names, then we can start from there. Let's start with her. Hi. You're going to briefly tell us your names,
Okay, I'm okay.
our names.
Yes, finger spell. My name is Kayongo Alice.
Okay, she's Kayongo Alice, maybe her names.
Yes. My name is Nabakoza Shivan.
Shivan. Are you people sisters?
No, we're different
From different
families.
homes?
Yes.
But you study in the same school?
Yes, from the same school.
Okay, now what we have, the kids we have here do sports. And when I heard about sports, I had to look for them because we always know sports are for people, these people, these people. But this time we're not left out. Did you know that they do sports and we are yet to know which sports, when did they start, why sports of all? You're going to briefly tell us the class you're in. Let's start with her again. Your class, then she tells us her class.
Primary 3,
Yes, then you?
primary 5,
4, 5?
primary 5.
5, eh?
Yes.
Okay, you're doing sports, that's right?
Yes, we do.
You do sports. Okay,
Yes.
you're briefly going to tell us, later tell us which sports and when did you start these sports?
We do netball.
Netball, eh? So when did you start this netball?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Eh, so you've just started it now in this COVID, eh?
Yes, yes, please.
Eh. Okay, now let's look at situation by, let me start with school first. You know schools are opening very soon, which is January, which are just days from now. Are you people practicing netball for school or you have something else you're practicing this netball for? Is it part of the school activity or you're doing it as
Yes.
a team
Uh,
out
saying,
of school?
saying we do for physical
Fitness.
fitness. Yes.
So let's say you're doing it for just. There is nothing like after here we have the next step. Is that right? Like you're just doing it to be fit?
No, just we need to be in position to compete with others.
So this means football is taking us somewhere. Okay, are we playing only the deaf society or we have other people, we are mixed?
Yes, we are mixed with the hearing.
Eh.
Yes.
I want to know something. Does this have a team of you playing, like exercising every day? And who brought in an idea like we people, we need to have a team of netball? You people or the teachers?
Yes, the children, us as people.
So how many are we in this team?
around 10. 10.
10, eh?
But however, she's saying she's not sure of the number.
Okay, when you're doing something, I think there are still kids who can understand why we are too slow and the show is kind of, because they're kids. You don't expect them to answer like someone big or like Susan will do, and you don't also expect them to be faster. Netball is one of the sports that is done at school for someone who hasn't been at school before. Now, netball, growing up, I wanted to be a netballer, though the other comment I'll not say it, but if you have a talent for yourself, spot it out and go for it. And I think the mixing part of it, it's quite interesting, finding that the deaf children are playing with these other normal children. I think we need to one day bring in a hand and say, okay, if they can do, we can do too. Okay, let's look at inspiration. What inspired us, me and you people, to start up netball? Because you said you brought in the idea, like, let's start netball. What inspired you here? This show shouldn't bore you. We have kids, so when we have kids,
Yes.
we take time.
Yeah.
They have to understand the question.
We have teams that we admire. We have teams that we admire.
Okay, so you're looking at to someone and be like, I want to play netball because they do. Okay, I'm going to want a moment of you people playing netball. What is that one moment, you know, and you be like, in this moment, if I get the ball, the best pass I can do, I don't know if they're called pass or I can do. If you ask me for cameras, I would be better on that. What is that one moment you feel it is worth playing netball?
Just saying netball is good, play is good.
Okay, you're going to tell me challenges. I want her to answer, not her. I want her to answer me challenges you face as a deaf child. Then I'll connect to a parent in the society to share with us. Let it be, how does it take? How does it feel? Are they interesting? Okay, let's start with some of the challenges. Maybe me and someone out there might work on it and this doesn't be a challenge next time we hear about it.
Yes, we have a challenge with hearing. We cannot pick voices, and thus our communication is hard.
Okay, I think that challenge, I'll not comment about it. I'll leave it just there. And let's pray. One day, one time, we meet them on the streets and we're like, yes, the dream came true. Let's start with Alice. Alice, you're going to tell me one story. A story of a child story. You know, children have a lot of stories. This should be a good one, or either school, society, home. We have been into 1.5 years down the road on lockdown. Maybe you have that one story when you had your mother send you and you don't want to go. That can also be a story.
Yes, I fear my parents.
Why do you fear your parents?
Yes?
Respect.
Nothing.
Respect, eh?
Yes, saying parents always complain whenever I refuse to do work.
But you have to do work. You know, a girl child at home, you have to do the cleaning, washing plates, like she said, doing everything. You don't have to refuse to be a good girl in the future. Okay, I think the playing part has taken my mindset. After here, I'll be thinking of also living in Uganda just for holiday, because now the dreaming is becoming so high, and we believe here anyone can do. You just believe in yourself, work for it, and you're good to go. And if you're out there and you're yet to lose hope, think about someone who has a plan for 20 years and is still praying. So don't just lose hope. You lose nothing to lose hope. Hope comes in and work for it and work for it. You don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. I'll repeat it. Let me connect to our dear parent in the society who is going to take us through what it takes, how it feels, is it worthy? You know, when it comes to parent, one question comes into my mind because I am a parent and I know what it takes to be a parent. So we are on Parent Jazz now. Okay, right here where I'm seated is a school. Now, this school has around 6 to 11 kids who can sign. And in the same school has a society closely to them where this, either the parents or the society that gives a hand to these kids. Now, I have a gentleman, maybe he's a father, a friend, he will tell us more. A brother, then he can sign and he can talk at the same time. I'm pretty sure I want this. I want this experience where I can sign in this show and I can speak. I want that experience. On that day, I'll take myself to Bahamas after learning sign language. Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm okay, please.
You're good, eh?
Yes.
You're going to briefly tell us your names, then we can start from there.
Okay, thank you. My name is Julius, and Julius is spelled like this is sign language, but also my sign language name is this. Yes, that is Julius.
Everything about you, you'll see me smiling in this show because I just want to. And now, about what does this mean? About now, what does? Okay. Now, Julius, you stay with the deaf in the same society, and we have a lot of challenges. In the week of the deaf awareness, that was around June, was it September, something like that? I'm not so pretty sure. In remembering days, I'm not so good in days. Now we have a lot of challenges we face when it comes to the deaf. One, we are given names, and these names mock us. You can find a very good gentleman called names, and then you'll be like, okay, I want you, because you live in this society with these people, to tell me and someone out there 3 of the challenges that you feel if we put them out there, they can be worked on.
Now, one of the challenges we have in the society of the deaf, those are people that cannot speak. Many people ignore them. Look at drivers, border men. They can never think of the deaf people out there, because what they do, they keep hooting, but they forget
That we have the
these
deaf in the
people
community.
cannot hear. They cannot hear. So the drivers, the people in the transport sector. The other challenge is they're ignored even in the working community. They are not welcomed. They are not given work, and they're not given opportunity to learn, opportunity to work, opportunity to hang out and be happy in recreation areas. That is the second challenge. The third challenge, we have the people in the community, the deaf in community are not welcomed or even accepted by the parents. The parents ignore and they throw them away. They don't even care to know what is happening to the children or even other deaf people out there. So we have a challenge with the parents. Some parents, they have a challenge with the other people in transport, and also another challenge in the people in the community as well. Yes.
Okay, I think those 3 challenges now come back to me and you. Now, when we look at transport, that can be kindly worked on. When someone can't speak, I think they can sign. You know that. Let's learn to be kind. And there's that one saying that says, kindness is the language the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Let's be kind. We lose nothing to be kind. And to our parents, I keep telling you, if you carried this child for 9 months, I'm pretty sure you can keep this child for the rest of the life. And you are the first God of these children in here. And also the first confidence these children gain is from our parents, because if our parents can keep us behind, then the next Uganda will have being left out. Julius, I want to know something. I want to know, why did you have to learn sign language? Let me start with that. Do you have someone in your circle who inspired you to do this, or?
Well, me as a person, learning sign language was an inspiration from, it was from a certain community one time where I had gone. It was in a camp. It was in a camp, and here I found people that do not speak. And then from there, I was so challenged. It puzzled my mind. It was like, hey, how do these people live? How do they live every day? So that challenged me a lot. And from there, I started wanting to learn more. You will excuse me when we are interpreting in sign language. It's like broken English. So that's why you see at times when you're speaking at the same time you're interpreting, it's like broken English. But well, from that, personally, I love people. I love working with many people in the society, and that really challenged me, and that also inspired me to learn the language.
Your challenge can make you be out there, and you see like, okay, my challenge is here to make me so I can't speak and sign at the same time. From here, I'll be challenged the same way. You're going to give an advice to the society, because you are in them, you are in that circle. I want you to give in a comment, an advice to someone out there on UBC to know that this is too normal, and it's okay, fine, it's okay, it's becoming fine and okay every day.
Well, first of all, I want you to know that the deaf, the blind people with disabilities they are also people like you and me. So we as a community, as the government, we need to help all of them. First, as a parent, you should know that that girl or that boy, your child, is also a blessing from God. Is a blessing from God. So, and God cannot do a mistake. It's not a mistake from God, but each child, every child that God gives you is a blessing. It is a blessing.
Okay, the blessing part is where I'm going to enter in and connect to another parent. The blessing part, God will never make a mistake. Yes, let's take that. And it is always a perfect one. God is never wrong. God is never late. God is never... He is God, that is Him. So the rest of it, it's for God. I'm connecting to another parent who might have a child living in the same circle. Let's hear from parents. Maybe because school is starting, by the time we get back to school, I'm pretty sure a mother who had lost hope completely is going to gain it after this show. When we talk about disabilities, mothers come first. because mothers are this one person who is going to be there from the start, from their labor until the last breath. Mothers will always be there. Now, I said I'm connecting to a mother who is in the Society of the Deaf Children. She's going to give me two things, and from these two things I'm going to learn, you're going to learn, and we're going to get solutions, both of us. We're not going to be left out just like that. We're not just sitting here and making you feel UBC. Yes, we are going to get a solution together. This solution is going to reach out to the government, to the society, and to well-wishers too. Hi,
Hi.
how are you? You're good, eh? Okay, you're going to briefly tell me your names. From your names, then we can start from there.
Okay. Iwanda Joyce, working with the USDC as a mentor. USDC stands for Uganda Society for Disabled Children.
Okay, now when this other name comes in, you just get to know they take care of disabled children. If I'm mistaken, she'll correct us. But from my understanding, that's what they do, right? Yes. Now you're going to tell me and someone on UBC. Let's start with the challenges, because the challenges will never stop. We're going to sing, but we want to know the actions. Actions will come in when we get to know what is the society supposed to do, what is the government supposed to do, what is Susan supposed to do, what is she supposed to do. Then from there, we can have a balanced society, a society that we shall sit down and be like, we created it, we formed it, we advocated for it, we worked for it. Let's start with the two challenges you feel that I need to be worked on.
As a mentor, I find challenges within the society or community because I go to the field, identify children with disability. By the way, I am also a disabled person, physically disabled. The most challenges we find in the field is that most of the parents with children with disabilities lost hope. They think having children with disabilities
Is a curse.
those are not children. They
Mm.
don't go to school, they don't access anything. So there are children left maybe in the house. Some don't want it. Some parents don't want even those children to get out of the house because maybe they will feel ashamed. Another challenge is that within the community, those children are ignored. They are not taken as children who will associate with others. And for us, our main aim is to motivate those children, associate with others, that the lame child, the lame person can do something that can also be done by that one who has no disability.
Okay, I think from there I pick something and I'll tell myself, let's stop ignoring people and let's stop thinking people cannot. Let's give them a hand and a try. They will put us into right and make us believe they can do. Let's get way forward. Let's look at what should be done. What should the society be doing for these children? What should Susan be doing or advocating for here? Or what should the government do to make sure we don't go through this stigma? Because the awareness is always there. What should we be doing now?
For the government, most of these schools for children with disabilities are too expensive. I think what they can do is to allocate teachers of maybe sign languages and whatever to government schools, because private schools, the one who's in with the teachers who can teach sign languages
Are
mostly,
expensive.
yeah, but they are too expensive. Now, even parents fear to go there. They fear to take their children to school, yet those children can become someone, even they can become presidents of the future. So, government should allocate sign languages teachers to government schools so that maybe the parents can pay less money or fees for their children. so that they also become
Someone in the
others.
future,
Yeah.
yes. And to the society, what should we do, including me myself?
For the society, I will start with the parents themselves of those children, because, as you say, having a child with disability is not a curse. So they should take care of their children as others. They take them to school. They give them services as those ones without disabilities, so that they also fit within the society.
Okay, I think you've heard from her mouth. Being that she has a physical disability and she's a mentor, she has the right to write advice to us. I think if your name has been mentioned or your area has been mentioned, me and you can sit down and think about what we can do. This not living on the same show, I have another parent who is going to give me one or two how she feels, what she feels is right, and what she feels we should do. Maybe we can be remembered for the better of tomorrow. It's not Mother's Day, but we have mothers, because in every situation there will be a mother. In every situation there will be a woman. Hi. How are you?
Hi, thank you. That is my sign name, and my name is Nanturo Jane.
Okay, we have Jane, who is a mother, and she is signing because she does that. You're going to briefly tell us, were you born like this, or you got sick and this came up?
Yes, personally, I was born deaf, and I am married to a hearing man with 2 children. So I always take care.
Yeah, okay, that's so beautiful. Let's start with the children part. Being a mother, are these children also deaf, or they're not?
Yes, my children here. 2
And
of
they
both
talk?
of them. Yes.
Okay, and your husband too does that. Okay, let's look at the part of it, like, what are some of the challenges you face in between there? Because the children now speak, you don't. Maybe I'm getting confused to myself, but I'll understand it. I want to know, how do you guys communicate? Do they also know sign languages? Is there someone else home who helps? Did our husband go ahead and learn sign language?
Yes. My husband is not all that active, as I would say. So I always care for these children.
No, I wanted to know, does our husband know sign language, or he doesn't?
Yes, my husband can sign a little.
Yeah, so they stay together, mama, dad, children. This show is an interesting one because you have parents, you have kids, and we're getting to learn, and learning doesn't stop. And when we learn, we are going to take a lesson, and this lesson we are not just putting it behind, we are going to take actions. Okay, maybe an interesting one. This is going to be on a personal level, but if you feel you don't have to share it, then you're also fine. It is on your will. Maybe someone would know this and be like, you shouldn't lose hope. Dating is kind of funny. When you date and one person is talking, one person is not. Did your husband know the sign language before you started dating, or he knew because he has you now?
Yes, we could try to understand each other.
Okay, you're going to tell me, I want one story in life. This story is going to inspire me seated here, and this story is going to inspire the whole of Uganda, and we're going to believe life doesn't stop where that camera is standing. There is another tomorrow.
Yes, the story I would say about my family. They always behave well. I'm always comfortable with them. And then the children, we are very okay.
Okay, I've given in a big smile. Now, when it comes to you feeling comfortable having your kids and your husband, when I get married, I want that life. Yes, when I get married in church, I want that life. Right now, I'm married, but when I get married in church, I want that life. When I can officially come out and tell you people I'm married, I want that life when I'll be comfortable, my children, my son, my daughters, and everyone. And for now, I'm signing out because it is time. Stay on UBC every Monday, 8:30 p.m. And our repeat runs every Wednesday, 11:30 a.m. And here we believe I can, you can, we can. The life I live, the life I live.
Not an if, but it's a when. From beginning to the